We're with Ole Miss interim head coach Matt Luke. Thanks for joining us on the program.
Oh, thanks for having me. I'm excited to be here at the Neshoba County Fair.
Yeah, tell me what you're doing here.
I actually come here every year. My dad is from Nanawaya, which is just one county over, so we usually make a trip up here at least once a year.
You enjoying yourself?
I am. It's good to get out and be seen. We're excited about showing everybody about moving forward, and that we just want to kind of share our story and not let it be defined by the outside. We want to get our story out and just be excited about moving forward.
Well, let's talk about the story for a moment. It's been a tough couple of weeks, if not months, for the Ole Miss football program. Tell us where the mindset is right now in the locker room, in the administration, on campus.
Well, I think for the most part, our guys are they want to play football. I asked them, what's the message we want to get out there and say, Coach, we just want to play ball. They're tired of the distractions. They're tired of the adversity. They just want to go play football. So that's where our focus, our administration, our staff, we just moving forward, being excited about the opportunities we have about playing 12 football games. All the other stuff is just we're going to put it outside and we're going to move forward.
How difficult is it from your position now to keep guys focused and not let some of those distractions filter in to what your game plan is for them on a daily and a weekly basis, and also for the goals for the season?
Well, I just think you got to take it one day at a time. I think you got to focus on one day at a time, one practice at a time, and that you can't go past that. You can't worry about the next thing. You can't worry about the next week. You got to take it one day at a time, and that's what we're planning on doing.
How much support have you received personally, being already part of the staff and then promoted to head coach under very difficult circumstances?
Sure. I think being from Mississippi my whole life, my mom, my dad, my brother, my sister, all being Ole Miss people, and then being from just Mississippi in general, it has really, really helped. And then obviously being on the staff, being the assistant head coach, I already had a great relationship with the players, and now all the fans, the former players, former teammates, former alumni, I think they can identify with that and just understand, hey, I'm excited about this opportunity and plan on taking advantage of it.
What about what you're hearing from the boosters? Obviously, once you're an Ole Miss guy, you're always an Ole Miss guy. But what are they telling you about trying to weather the storm?
They've been supportive. Hey, Coach Luke, we're behind you. We're behind you and the team. And I just, the biggest thing is the focus has to stay on the student athletes. The reason you play college football is because of those student athletes. So as soon as we start taking the story off of them and putting it on somebody else, my job is to keep the focus on the players, to let the players go do what they love, let them go play football. And then my staff, we have to put them in position to be successful on the field and off the field. So that's where the focus needs to be.
Let's talk about some of those student athletes for a moment. Recruiting is a year-long job for everyone involved in whatever type of collegiate sports program. After the news had broke last week about what happened with the program and head coach Freeze, I heard at least one recruit decided to decommit.
Right.
I haven't really picked up on it since then, if anyone else had decommitted or continued their support for the program that you're trying to recruit. But how much more work is it to try to convince those recruits and future recruits that Ole Miss is the place to be?
Well, I just think they want to be at a place, they got to pick the best environment for them. And I think they want to see that Ole Miss is a great environment. They just want to see a little bit about it. And I think as the season moves on and they get to know me and they get to know the staff and build those relationships, the recruiting will come. Ole Miss is a great place. It's going to sell itself. When we start playing, if people come in the Grove and our school, so Ole Miss sells itself. They just want to be able to build those relationships with those coaches. And I think as soon as they get to know us, you'll start to see recruiting move in a very positive direction.
Tell us about the expectations for this season and beyond. You've been a part of the program. You obviously understand that there's still an investigation going on. But what are the expectations for this season? What can you tell those players and their parents plus the fans in Ole Miss Nation that are not only here in Mississippi but across America. What are the expectations for this season?
The expectations are to put a product on the field that everybody loves to watch. You know, fast and physical on defense, explosive on offense, aggressive on special teams, and take it one game at a time. That's all you can do. To say this or that or this many games or that many games, you can't do that. Again, we got to focus one day at a time, one practice at a time, one game at a time. And I think if we do that and we put a product on the field, I think the rest will take care of itself.
How good is the team this year?
Well, again, focus one day at a time, you know, one practice at a time, and then we go do those things and then let the chips fall where they may.
Let me get more specific. Ole Miss really wasn't picked this year to finish very high or where the expectations have been in the past for the program, which is usually at the top or near the top of the SEC. Again, do you think that maybe this team could surprise a lot of people and play spoiler?
Well, it'll certainly be motivation to our guys to see where what people thought of them or where they were picked. We'll try to use that as motivation and say, hey, look, guys, people aren't expecting much from you. This is what they think about you. Let's go prove them wrong. So that'll definitely be a mindset that we carry.
And I'm sure that you were able to talk to Coach Freeze before he officially left. Can you share a little bit of that conversation and wishing him well?
Well, we had a great 5-year run, and he just basically he just said, Matt, be yourself, and that's kind of where we left it.
Did he say anything about what he was alleged to have done?
No.
Do you care about that?
Do I care about that? I mean, obviously you care about him and his family. It's a tough time for him and his family moving forward, and we're certainly wishing him the best. But as far as he just told me to be myself and I would do a great job.
I know you just want to have the season play out and just see how things go according to the game plan. Try not to let the distractions filter into what you're trying to accomplish. But would you like to be the head coach officially, let's say next season and beyond?
Absolutely. I told the guys at the morning run yesterday, guys, this is a job that I've been preparing my whole life for. I've been coming to Ole Miss since I was little. And I don't know about any other program in the country, but I'm the right guy to lead Ole Miss. There's no doubt in my mind about that. I've been coaching and playing here 14 years, and I don't plan on going anywhere. And I told the guys that, and I think they were excited to hear that. And I think the recruits and the fans will be excited to hear that as well.